We're out in the big garage.
All right. Welcome. I'm gonna give this a shot here. This is my first effort at a Big Garage Studios song breakdown, mix breakdown. I'm gonna try to do it really quickly, probably and hopefully in about 4 minutes. Before I get to that though, the reason I did this was just to try out some new gear. So I wrote this song to try out some new gear and recorded using some different techniques and some different different approaches. This microphone is the Stam SA-49. I don't think there are any videos out there demonstrating this microphone. It's a spectacular microphone. I have it right now running through into my Chameleon Labs with no EQ. This is the CPS-1. I've had it for about 15 years. It was my first outboard preamp into a Stam SA-670 Fairchild clone compressor, and then the Stam SA-76 plus Red Stripe, which has the revision F. I'm using the revision D. Revision D, which has kind of been my go-to revision for this since I've gotten that. The Stam SA-49 is based on the Telefunken Neumann, unobtainable 50s tube microphone, at least for those of us from home recording projects, although this has become a more elaborate home recording setup than I'd anticipated when I began, which includes this Harrison Harrison MR2 that was built in 1980 for Warner Brothers Studios. But this microphone's really spectacular. I love it so far. It's got this deep, boomy kind of proximity effect you can hear when you come in real close. It's got that real warm sound. We may do a shootout with the Wonder 49 and then the Neumann reissue in tandem with the Salon Recording Studio and possibly Honeytone. Patrick up at Honeytone, Nina has the reissue. So I didn't come anywhere close to paying $8,000 for this. So it'd be fun to sort of see if something that's more accessible through Stam or one of the other companies might be better or a better value for those of us on a budget. The Stam 49 I ordered over a year ago, and I got in on the first 100 price, which was a really cheap price. So I paid for it a long time ago, and finally it showed up. And I'm fine waiting because Stam always puts out such amazing gear, and they're meticulous about quality control and making sure they have the right components. They don't just grab a cheap transformer. They wait for a Cinemag or Souter to arrive, and then they put them in the circuit. So amazing company. Joshua Vander Stam is doing great things there. The song is just a kind of a heavier song. Let's just jump right into it. This is just the drum sounds here with a few plugins. I am using some plugins, but I'm not doing too much with them. So this is the drums without those plugins. So this is just, which, in some ways sounds better, but in the mix I kind of had to add a little bit of stuff. I'm trying, just for fun, I was trying this tape emulation on every track, which is kind of a dumb approach, but I'm just experimenting. That's the spirit of things here, is I just try things. Come
longer here. They see.
The reverb you're hearing is coming from my 80s Roland 555 spring reverb. So I just kind of ran this snare out to that. These are the guitars. You can see the guitar here is going, the guitar bus is going through a side chain compressor. Just whenever the snare hits, it cuts into that guitar tone just to give the snare some room to come through. The left channel is a vintage Fender Bassman, 59 Bassman, and then the right channel is a 90s reissue Marshall Super Lead. Here's the fuzz guitar. Mixed in. I'm using a pedal chain for the fuzz guitar, and then the Stam 49 was just capturing it.
There's a line.
Here's the bass. I'm not doing too much to the bass. Kind of a little EQ, a little added compression. I already compressed it through the Stam Child and the 67 plus or 76 plus.
Have to pay.
There's synthesizer coming up here. The synthesizer I ran through some vintage analog delays. My Yamaha 1000 or 1010, I think it's called, and then the tape delay through the Roland 555. Just some inexpensive sort of synth pad. I didn't pull out the Juno. I just did the mini.
We're wasting every day now.
This is the Stam 49.
Losing all.
I have a little bit of not a lot of effect. I've just kind of, I'm bumping actually some weird low frequencies
between the desert mountains.
The backup have
before they disappear.
Some little altar boy effect.
Before they disappear.
And that's it. That's the song. Just a quick straight through breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll have other things in the future, perhaps, if this isn't too arduous to cut together. Thanks for paying attention, and have fun with your own recordings.
We're out in the big garage.